Welcome to Mansionary, your ultimate guide to the world's most luxurious and distinctive mansions. Today, we're stepping back in time to explore the timeless elegance and historic charm of a Victorian mansion, where opulence, ornate craftsmanship, and romantic design come together to tell a story of refined living. From intricate woodwork to soaring ceilings, every corner of this mansion whispers tales of an era gone by. If you're a fan of classic architecture, antique decor, and rich textures, this tour is sure to captivate your imagination. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear which feature you adore the most. Whether you're here for design inspiration or historical admiration, you're in for a visual feast. Let's open the door to this Victorian masterpiece and discover its luxurious secrets. The moment you lay eyes on the mansion's facade, you're greeted with the iconic silhouette of a Victorian architectural gem, complete with gabled roofs, tall chimneys, and ornate wood trim. The wraparound porch, adorned with decorative brackets and spindles, invites guests to pause and take in the majesty of its grandeur. Painted in a rich palette of burgundy, deep green, and ivory, the exterior exudes both drama and sophistication. Bay windows extend outward like decorative jewels, capturing natural light and enhancing the home's depth. Lush gardens filled with roses and climbing ivy frame the estate, reinforcing its romantic aesthetic. Stone pathways and vintage lanterns complete the storybook feel. Every detail is intentional, built to showcase not only wealth but timeless taste. This is a mansion that makes a statement before you even step inside. Step through the grand double doors and you're instantly transported into a world of old-world luxury. The Victorian-style entrance hall is adorned with dark oak paneling, decorative plaster ceilings, and a hand-carved staircase that curves like a piece of art. A crystal chandelier hangs from above, casting a soft, warm glow on the richly patterned rugs below. Ornate mirrors and vintage oil paintings line the walls, echoing the grandeur of a bygone era. The scent of aged wood and fresh flowers creates an atmosphere of both nostalgia and sophistication. This space sets the tone for the rest of the mansion, promising more layers of artistry and elegance ahead. Guests are often left speechless upon entry, overwhelmed by the sheer craftsmanship on display. It's not just an entrance, it's an experience. The Victorian parlor was the heart of social life, and this one doesn't disappoint. With velvet-tufted sofas, fringed lampshades, and mahogany coffee tables, the room breathes life into the traditions of high society gatherings. Large windows let in gentle daylight filtered through lace curtains, while a grand fireplace with an ornate mantel adds both warmth and opulence. Gold-framed portraits and intricate wallpaper create a rich visual tapestry. Every piece of furniture tells a story, some heirloom, some curated with Victorian precision. It's a space meant for tea, poetry readings, and thoughtful conversations. The room glows with a quiet elegance that embraces guests without overwhelming them. Here, time seems to slow down, and every detail demands appreciation. Enter the Victorian dining room, and you'll feel like royalty. A long polished oak table stretches beneath a shimmering chandelier, surrounded by high-back upholstered chairs. Deep red wallpaper with gold accents enhances the sense of grandeur, while antique china and crystal glisten from a nearby sideboard. The carved fireplace adds a layer of coziness to the formality. Each element is a nod to the era's love for lavish dinner parties and refined etiquette. Silver candelabras and vintage serving trays speak to a time when presentation was everything. Whether it's an intimate family gathering or a grand celebration, this room transforms meals into events. It's not just about dining, it's about making memories. Behind the scenes, the Victorian kitchen combines utility with historic charm. Exposed brick, wood-burning stoves, and copper cookware define its rustic appeal. But don't let the vintage look fool you, modern appliances are cleverly integrated behind period-appropriate cabinetry. A large farmhouse sink and butcher block counters offer practical workspace while staying true to the home's aesthetic. Glass front cabinets display antique dishware, while a cozy breakfast nook provides a casual corner to enjoy morning sunlight. This kitchen is where heritage meets homely comfort. Every feature has been thoughtfully preserved or restored, maintaining the spirit of the mansion while allowing for everyday ease. It's a culinary retreat steeped in tradition. Step into the Victorian library, and it's like entering a scholarly sanctuary. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves stretch across the room, filled with leather-bound volumes and antique curiosities. A rolling ladder glides along the shelves, adding a touch of cinematic charm. Rich walnut paneling, a roaring fireplace, and soft leather chairs create an inviting ambience for study or quiet reflection. The smell of old books and beeswax polish lingers in the air. A large window seat offers the perfect spot for daydreaming or diving into a classic novel. This room isn't just for reading, it's for retreating. It's a treasure trove of intellectual and aesthetic pleasures. The master bedroom is a true sanctuary of Victorian indulgence. Draped canopies crown a carved four-poster bed, while damask wallpaper and fringed sconces create a lush backdrop. An ornate vanity sits beside a grand armoire, both pieces finely detailed with inlays and curves. The color palette, soft creams, rose, and gold, invites relaxation and warmth. Plush rugs underfoot and heavy velvet curtains blocking out the world beyond turn the room into a cocoon of elegance. There's a sense of romance here, a place where one can rest amid layers of history. It's personal yet palatial. Comfort has never felt so noble. Each guest room in this mansion offers a unique expression of Victorian flair. One may boast floral wallpaper and lace canopies, while another features dark wood accents and Victorian botanical prints. These rooms were designed not just for sleeping, but for charm and delight. Matching antique dressers, vintage lamps, and cozy reading chairs complete the experience. Guests are immersed in comfort wrapped in nostalgia, often saying it feels like staying in a living museum. The decor isn't just pretty, it's purposeful. Each space tells its own little story. Whether you're drawn to light pastels or moody mahogany, there's a guest room that speaks to your soul. The bathrooms in this Victorian mansion are elegant escapes in their own right. Imagine sinking into a deep, freestanding clawfoot tub, surrounded by glossy white tiles and gleaming brass fixtures. Vintage mirrors reflect flickering candlelight, and delicate mosaic floors add a layer of artistic detail. These bathrooms blend functionality with Victorian flair, where every faucet and fixture has character. Fresh flowers, crisp linens, and decorative soap trays bring a spa-like serenity to the space. Here, the rituals of bathing feel elevated, almost ceremonial. It's where beauty and self-care meet classic design. A simple soak becomes a timeless luxury. Step outside, and the Victorian gardens welcome you with manicured hedges, iron benches, and fountains surrounded by blooms. Meandering pathways lead to secret nooks shaded by gazebos and trellised roses. Every inch of the landscape is designed with romanticism in mind. A koi pond sparkles in the afternoon sun, while ivy-covered walls whisper secrets of the past. This isn't just a backyard, it's a curated retreat. Garden sculptures, vintage birdbaths, and lantern-lit evenings transport you to another century. It's a place for slow walks, quiet moments, and admiration of nature's artistry. Here, the outdoor space is just as enchanting as the interiors. Thank you for joining us on this elegant journey inside a luxurious Victorian mansion. From the detailed woodwork to the romantic gardens, every feature speaks of a timeless charm that continues to inspire. If you loved exploring the historic beauty and graceful atmosphere of this home, please like this video, subscribe to Culinary, and leave a comment sharing your favorite room or design element. We hope this tour sparked your imagination and gave you a deeper appreciation for the legacy of Victorian architecture. There's so much more to uncover in the world of grand mansions, so be sure to stay tuned. Until next time, continue dreaming in elegance and living in style.